Hello, welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Cambay. Okay, this one is the post-match of Burnley versus Liverpool at Turf Moor in East Lancashire. So the Reds don't have to travel far for this one. It's probably 40-minute bus journey from Anfield or the AXA, whichever way you look at it. So it's not a long journey for the Reds to play in this one. So let's get to it then, shall we? Before we do that, if you like this video, please give me a like. Please share the video, and if you're first time watching this video, please subscribe to the channel. It does help me out a lot. I think I'm one off 100 subscribers. So if you enjoy the content, all things Liverpool, news, transfers, match previews, post-match, this is where it's at. So I would be grateful if you would subscribe to the channel and help me out on that. That'd be great. And also, I'd like to thank the 99 subscribers who have subscribed to the channel. So it's a slow process, but we'll get it built up, and hopefully you'll be able to see more content on here. Okay, so let's get on with it. Onslaught press conference. Obviously, first question he was asked about was Alexander Isak, however you want to pronounce it. He said, have you spoken to him? He said, I only spoke to him once, but there will be on many occasions that I will speak to him in the coming days, weeks, months. He just said that when he signed, he just spoke to him and texted him a couple of messages just to see how he was getting on at training. Having said that, he said he just leaves the players when they go out on international duty to do whatever they want. So he was really pleased with the Swedish manager, the way that Isak was looked after in the training sessions and the in between the two games that they had. He did get 20 minutes, didn't he? In the second game, did they lose that 2-0 to Kosovo, somebody like that? But I didn't watch it myself. But apparently he looked okay and he looked a bit sharpish. So, but he said, look, the way that Sweden have gone about looking after him, we will do exactly the same. It will be gradually integrated fully into the training, the squad. And us Reds in the stands and at home will just have to be patient, won't we? And like he says, he's not here just for a few games. He's here for 6 years, is he? So yeah. He was asked about Mark Gay as well. And what I like about Arne Slot, he doesn't go around the houses when he's asked a question. He will give it you straight, and it was good. He said, look, I'm not going to lie to you. We were in for him. We were trying to sign him, and we didn't get this one over the line. But he said he was extremely happy with the number one signing, which was Isak. So he said, look, these things happen in football. It will be silly for Liverpool not to be monitoring that situation and be looking at him again in the future. So obviously, Mark Gay is going to be a free agent, isn't he? He can talk to foreign clubs from January onwards, but at the end of the season, he will become a free agent. So I did hear Crystal Palace manager say, no, I didn't refuse. I didn't say that I was going to resign if you let him go. He said it was the chairman's decision. But when I was watching that press conference of their manager, little rude words came out of my mouth, and I think you did something to persuade him. Otherwise, he would have been a Liverpool player. So yeah. But just on that, on Slot said he's happy with Virgil, Ibu, and Joey. They played well in the last game. He's also got Leone and obviously Endo that can play in that position. So he thinks that we're stacked up going into this campaign. And certainly up to January anyway. No injuries barred from that. So yeah, he was quite happy. Asked about the Harvey Elliott situation. He said it was a good positive move for him. I agree with him to get more minutes. He said he's happy with the way that his coaching staff have kept these players who've been on the fringes really fit. He said Diaz, Morton have hit the ground running. Ben Doka's gone. Harvey said when he was around the camp, he was always positive in and around the squad, and yeah, he wished him all the best for that, and hopefully he will get the minutes that he certainly deserves. But unfortunately, the writing was on the wall when Liverpool were signing the likes of Wirtz, etc. You know, and even TK for that matter, and then Isak comes in through the door. So the only casualty from the international break is really from the last game. It's Curtis Jones. He's out injured. He's in rehab. I have seen him in the gym working out. All the others have come back in good shape, and he was ever so grateful for managers that didn't give players full games or starts. He was happy about Ryan Gravenberch. That's his go-to guy, isn't it? You know, so he said that he didn't play in one game. So yeah. Asked about Burnley, and again, this is when I like his honesty. He said, "Look, Burnley defensively solid." He said we had problems from last season's teams that got promoted. Ipswich, that was his first game in charge. Leicester. And Southampton, he said we left it pretty late in the latter two games, and he changed it about in the as the season went on. So he got a bit braver, you know, in picking his side and getting the solution sorted. So if you remember last season in the international break, after the international break, we lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. I was at that game, and we were never going to score that day. You know, the goal that we conceded, I could see that was happening. I was in the lower Kenny on the halfway line. I can still see Cody not going with his runner. Runner ran down the wing and ball played across. Conor Bradley would just come on. He wasn't sharp enough. The ball ended at the back of the net, and then after that, we just struggled to score. So yeah, it was a bit of an eye opener for Arne Slot, because he wouldn't have had so many players travelling all over the world, playing on that international break. So he did make amends. He said he did learn from it, and he said that they didn't lose again after the other international breaks, which is certainly true. So yeah, he was asked about Chiesa, about him being omitted from the Champions League squad. He said, "Look, I had a conversation with him. He didn't agree to what I said, but he did understand." You know, Chiesa has been. It reminds me of when we had Shaqiri in the team, Lallana. You know, players like that. I know Lallana was Jurgen Klopp's go-to as well, but you know, Dick Origi, you can just rile him off, because he's one of those players that he'll give all. Harvey Elliott was another one. You know, he, like he said, he didn't agree with him, but he said, "Look, He's going to be involved in the league games, and he's going to be involved in the cup, domestic cup competition. So, and he will give it his all. I'll just touch on the fixtures that are coming up as well during this video, but just to stick to the Burnley game. I've not really watched them, if I'm honest with you. I've obviously monitored the results. They were, they got beat at Man United and Tottenham, but they beat Sunderland at home. So, but in the Tottenham and Man United games, they played 5 at the back, and they played 4 at the back against Sunderland. So I think they'll play 5 at the back against us. It'll be the low block, and this is what we are used to playing now with teams that play like that at home against the champions. So we will need to break that low block down. So my team, looking at what's gone on and where the players have been on international duty. Ali in goals. I'm going to put Connor right back, Konate and Virgil, and then Kirkes, and then it's going to be Gravenberg, Wirtz, and Dom Slobosly, and then Salah, TK, and Gapco, and then the subs. We're looking at the bench now. Interesting for me, Robbo, Mohamedashvili, obviously the keeper, Chiesa, Frimpong, if he's going to take a chance on him, Leone, McAllister, Isaac, and Gomez. I might be totally wrong in my team, and I might be totally wrong in the subs there, because we've got to look to Wednesday's game against Atletico de Madrid. Simone comes, doesn't he? Brings his charges to Anfield, so he might have one eye on that game. But I think what he's going to be looking for is a settled side and quickly get into a rhythm, because the games are obviously coming. 2 games a week in what we've got next 7 games starting this Sunday in 21 days. So you can see how he works from last season. The squad is small, but the quality of the squad is better this season. We just need to quickly get it gelled. I know we're top of the league. We've won 3 from 3, and rightly so, we should be, but we're not been 100% on it. And I think he would have known. Onslaught would have known that from the onset. So just going on onto those games. So obviously we played Burnley on Sunday, 2:00 kickoff. We've beaten them the last 5 games, so I'm hoping that we do the same again, and that we are better in the first half and not relying on making things happen in the second half. I'd like us to be on the front foot. At the Arsenal game, we weren't on the front foot in the first half, but like Onslaught said, Arsenal were. But in the second half, we were on the front foot. We made some changes, and we got the result at the end. But he would like it to be flipped, and so would I, to be honest. So obviously, that's the game on Sunday. We've got the game on Wednesday at home, as I said, against in the first game in the Champions League. Diego Simone, last time we played him, was it 21? We won both games 2-0 and 2-3 away. He has his son Giuliano Simone Baldini. That's the Baldini is his mother's name, so family name. So yeah. Look, they've not started off really well. I think they've drawn the couple of games. But he's an old, wise horse. Is Simone. But I'll do a post match on that one on Tuesday. Okay, so and then obviously Saturday the 20th, Merseyside derby, 12:30 kickoff for the TV audience in the Far East. Is it the 247th derby game? Again, Diego Jota saved us that day, didn't he? I was at the derby game as well, and that was the game that Al McAllister got away from Tarkowski's tackle. Still can see it now. Just a yellow card given. Should have been a red. So yeah, Merseyside derby. It builds up and it builds up. So and then obviously Tuesday, we've got the Southampton game on the 23rd. I will be at the game. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that Isak gets a run out, gets a good minutes in that game. I would imagine that Onslaught will be making some changes in that. Goalkeeper, right backs, left backs. Robbo might even captain that game. Can see possibly Konate starting with maybe Joey if all goes well. And then on the 27th, we're away to Crystal Palace, 3:00 kickoff. Another tough fixture for the Reds. As I say, they will be coming in thick and fast. On the 30th, second game of the Champions League, away to Galatasaray. It'll be a hot atmosphere there. That's how the Turkish supporters are. Look, we've got to win our home games in the Champions League. It's no good finishing top. We found that to our detriment last season. The finances was good for us finishing top there, but second, third, and fourth, I think they got to the semi-finals. So of the Champions League. So yeah, I don't think there'll be lots of changes. I think this season in squad rotation in that tournament. We will qualify for the champs knockout stages. That's make no mistake. But yeah, we should be getting better draws than that, and I think we will do once we're in the knockout stages. And then Saturday the 4th, that's the third of our away fixtures. Obviously, Crystal Palace, then Galatasaray. Saturday the 4th, away to Chelsea, 5:30 kickoff. So yeah, we'd need to get a positive result there as well. Okay, yeah, we won the title when we went to their gaff last season, and we didn't really play well. I think we might have been the towels might have been on the beach or by the swimming pool. So yeah, get a positive result there, and then it's the another 2-week international break. So the players are just getting into shape, and then you get an international break 3 or 4 weeks down the line after this session of 21 games. Champions League squad, I'm quite happy with it. Chiesa's missed out, but that's just down to the homegrown rule as well, I would imagine. But he's got a chance in the second half of the tournament to be coming in, because you never know what's going to happen with injuries and things like that. Finally, just want to talk about Konate and his contract. Liverpool has said, or it's emerged, that Liverpool had offered him 3 improved contracts, and it looks like that he's not come back to him on the 3rd one. Liverpool are not budging from that last offer that they made him. It's just another saga, isn't it, of a player that's head's been turned about going to Real Madrid. I've no problem with him going to Real Madrid because he's not a Scouser. He's not really affiliated to Liverpool, but he should tell the club, and he should tell them soon, that he doesn't want to renew. And if that's the case, we have to try and get rid of him in January, and get Mark Gay in. That's my personal opinion. You guys might have different opinions about that, but for me, it's important that with this new squad, that we make sure that we are firing in every game. It's going to be a tough season. I want us to retain the title. I want us to do well in the Champions League. I want us to do well in the home cup competitions, because let's lay down a marker. At the end of the day, trophies are trophies, and we need all players on board taking us through that. Would I be happy to see Konate stay? Of course I would. Would I be happy to see him being sold if he doesn't want to sign? Yes. It's just the nature of football. We just have to get on with it. Let him go to Real Madrid. Let him, if that's what he wants to do. The grass is not always greener on the other side, and I've said that before about Alexander Arnold. So he's not had a good start to the move there, but it's up to Konate to tell the club as soon as, so the club can move on as well. And I've no problems with Edwards and Hughes. Edwards and Hughes bringing in the replacement for him. I mean, I'm happy with what they've done in the transfer market, and we will be okay in that department. Okay, that's enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit of a while since we've done one because of the international break. Like I say, we start hitting now the road for this session of games that are coming up, and hopefully at the end of the 21 days, Liverpool are sat in a comfortable position, because after the next international break, we face Manchester United at home as our first game. So, okay. As I said at the partway through the video, if you like this video, please give me a like. Likes are really important for YouTube to carry on showing my videos. Please share the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed. I'll do a post-match on Sunday after the game, and I will speak to you then. Up the Reds.